Hello, Podlings, and welcome to this episode of JuPodRe. We are really excited to bring you this episode as there is a big surprise all the way at the beginning. And this topic that we talk about this week is very dear to our hearts, one we've been wanting to talk about for a while, and it goes great. So we hope you really enjoyed this week's episode of JuPodRe. Hello and welcome everybody to JuPodRe, the conversational podcast with absolutely no roadmap. I am Juhadre.
I'm Alvatross 17.
I am Lean.
And welcome...
I'm D-Mac.
Yes! It is about time.
D-Mac. D-Mac, yes. You've heard about me quite a bit.
So, what's really funny, D-Mac, is this was a complete surprise.
You had no idea he was coming?
No idea.
Okay, story. I called him while I was in the shower. I was like, get over here. He didn't answer, so I texted him, but yeah.
Literally like 5 minutes. You want to know why I didn't answer?
Were you in the shower too?
No, I was on
Were
the
we
phone.
shower buddies?
I was taking
We're bathroom buddies! Yes! Don't spill that! Oh, saved it!
Good work. But what's the most interesting part about it is I've been wanting to ask when our next guest was coming on. We've been doing so many remote podcasts. To be honest, we probably should have had more guests when we were remote because it was much easier to just a webcam.
People in.
Yeah, because with Kay Lionheart, that was really good. A lot of people said that she really helped that out. But D-Mac.
It's a lot
I
of
don't
fun.
hate you! D-Mac!
So, before we get into our main topic, quote unquote, D-Mac, what is it like being
D-Mac.
Being D-Mac and what that means for the
The
podcast?
epitome of Albatross.
So I started listening probably close to season 2 starting.
Okay.
I think that was. And
Good choice.
and it was shortly after that you started doing the Twitter polls, and I hate Twitter. I hate most social media.
Okay, I just hate social media.
Everybody, I mean, you were trying to get me to do this. You were trying to get me to create an account so I could log in and vote. I was just dragging my feet. And so every week it was another, dang it, D-Mac! Dang it, D-Mac! And then, and so finally I did it. I created an account. I got in, voted.
Once a week he's on.
Yes, once a week I am. And the week I did that, I still got called out for it.
I gotta ask.
Yes.
How many followers do you have?
1.
See?
And you know, it isn't even JuPodRe, it's me.
Yes.
That's funny because I don't follow him.
You're not missing anything. You're not missing anything.
Well, it's because I won't post anything and I'll get a new follower. I'm like, I didn't post anything.
Yeah. So there are a lot of bots, and if you look back at it, half the time they're gone the next day.
I know, yeah. Actually, one of them's still there, and I'm like, do I need to post for this person? So I posted once, and then I was like, and I'm done. You've got your one post.
So then, what's it like continuing to be called out on this podcast? Because it's minimum once an episode.
So yeah, I got called out the week after I did it, and I thought I could let him know, or I could just see how long this goes. And I think it was 4 weeks before I'm like, dude, I did it.
What the hell?
And then it just kept going, and it was awesome.
Which is funny because I knew you were still voting, but it's just like it just became an inside joke because you're also a good friend of ours.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good. I like that. So when we started JuPodRe, the idea was to have as real and normal conversations as possible. Yeah. So I wouldn't even tell Albatross what we were going to talk about.
Oh my gosh, you started pissing me off about that. Because now he'll look at me and I'll ask him, hey, what was that about? And you're like, podcast. I'm like, no!
Yeah, it got really weird. But we have found that we go a little bit smoother with at least knowing a general topic.
Yes.
And so this week we had something that I brought up, I think at the end of...
You brought it up a while back, and it was a good one. Do you want... Go ahead.
Sure.
It's yours.
So
it's yours. Go ahead.
Here's the big thing. I was thinking about a band I was listening to, and I realized I don't like them very much, and I have no reason not to, because they're a band I quote-unquote should like.
Okay.
Have you ever experienced that, where there's something you should be into or should like, or by all reasoning and all reasons you like what you do, it should also be, but you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Nickelback in a nutshell.
So the big one for me, actually, I remembered it on my way here, is I'm a metal fan. I'm a heavy rock fan. I love music, and it.
Can I guess it?
Sure.
You said Avenged Sevenfold.
Okay, that is one, but it's not the biggest.
Oh, it's not the one you were thinking.
No.
Oh, okay.
Get this. On my way over here, Stairway to Heaven came on.
Okay.
I knew this about
Oh
you.
man, yeah, I knew
don't
that too.
get it. I don't get it. It's
Okay.
not a good song.
Did you ever see Wayne's World?
I didn't.
Oh,
Ah!
that's why. That's why. If you see that, it will all make sense.
Okay, well, a little bit. There's a sign up there in neon, like it's plugged in the wall. Because when you go into the music shop over there,
Everybody's
it says
gonna play.
"No Stairway to Heaven," and like he starts playing, and you see the salesman, "Hey, no Stairway to Heaven." He's just like, "Oh, dude."
No,
See,
Stairway denied.
I don't think that's why most people like it.
No, it's not.
No,
It's
it's
not. To me, it's a great song.
Yeah, I don't get it.
It's got a weird music video though.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
I
No?
haven't
I
either.
don't think I
There's a
have.
horse in it.
Okay.
All right, but that's my biggest example.
weirdest example. It's got a horse.
Is I don't like the song. If it's on, I won't turn it off, but like I will never seek it out. But by all reasoning, it should be one of my favorites, but I don't like it.
See,
Okay.
to me, we had some conversation, and a band like that does everything right. They've got the music, they've got the followers, they're big, they produce the music, they have fans. But to me, was Rage Against the Machine. I like one or two songs, or like Korn.
Mhm.
There was that giant phase where everybody's like all about Korn,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm like, yeah, I'm just like, yeah, no, and I'm over it.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
for me, it's Slipknot.
interesting.
Every music thing I've ever been, like Spotify and everything, always recommends them for me, and I'm like, no. I did find one song of theirs that I like, but other than that, no.
Can I guess it?
What is it?
I want to say it's Psychosocial.
That's like the most common one, isn't
It's
it?
really
don't think
popular.
so.
That's what I meant.
I don't think that's what it is.
That, Duality, and before I forget, Dead Memories is another one that's actually really common and not typical of them.
It's more of a
Sing
one
it.
of their slower ones, a ballad. I can't remember it right off the top.
It's just you don't care for it.
Well, see, I only have 3 Slipknot songs myself for that exact same reason. Like,
Okay.
literally, by all accounts, I should be a huge Slipknot fan, but they freak me out.
Okay.
See, that's how I'm with Sublime. Okay, they don't freak me out, but Sublime.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, yeah,
Oh.
Sublime, and I'm like,
They bug me.
me. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, Sublime bugs me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, but you should like them because there was that giant phase with them,
Yes.
and then I just hate Green Day.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that per se.
What, hating Green Day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually a perfect example because they helped revolutionize the punk into more heavy rock
Green Day?
era. They really did.
Yeah.
American Idiot was like this huge cutoff
I
in
liked
the early
them
2000s.
when they were like when I was in junior high, but then they went straight downhill for me.
I agree with that.
Same thing with Linkin Park. They went weird.
I agree with that. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Ha!
I can see
Ha!
that.
And Bleed in the back.
I still like them.
Yes.
And so, what else is there? Because I think there are other things that we can include in this topic.
Things that we should like, but for whatever reason, no.
Yeah.
To kind of sidetrack a little bit with music, though, you had a really good perspective on music. You said the best era of music.
2004 to 2009.
I wouldn't like say it was the best, but I would definitely put it up there on like greatest hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm more of a classic rock fan and then a heavy metal fan.
Okay.
And I have a hard time in between. So like, this isn't hard enough or this isn't classic enough. But I have to agree with you. Rise Against, fantastic.
Huge. Lost
Love
Prophets,
Rise
Breaking
Against.
Benjamin,
Yeah,
3 Days
yes, they're-
Grace.
They're great.
Yeah.
But-
every Story of the Year was around that time
Bullet
too.
for My Valentine.
Amen, brother. It's just I've gone through my music and the times, and yeah, between 2004 and 2009, in my opinion, released some of the greatest music of all time.
But is there a band that you loved so much and then just died?
Okay, 2 ways to answer this. When you say died, like lost quality, or just doesn't exist anymore?
Okay, doesn't exist anymore. Not like they broke up, but like something changed. Do you have a comment?
I was going to say, they may have broken up now, but at the time,
okay.
they had it.
Okay.
So kind of like just something changed and they just went downhill. For me, I really want to say Avenged Sevenfold and System of a Down.
Okay.
They just changed.
Yeah.
Like, I know it was the Rev that died, and they say it wasn't drugs. I know he had a big heart. Drugs. Just, they changed. Like, their Nightmare CD, it was weird. Like, I had Waking the Fallen, City of Evil, Sounding Seventh Trumpet, which was before Waking the Fallen. Yeah. I thought those were 3 great CDs, especially Waking the Fallen and Sounding City of Evil. But then you had their self-titled album, which was like, okay, you know what? It's a little bit different, but it was still good.
Yeah.
And then their Nightmare CD, and I was like, what just happened here? And then you had Hail to the King, which brought it back a little bit. And I was like, okay, you're coming back. And then System of a Down, I'm just like, I'm like, now there's only a handful of songs I like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but.
No, I was just thinking, man, you guys are way more into music than I am. So like,
This is a bad episode to bring you on.
Well, no. But you're listing off all these CDs, and I'm like, I think I've heard a song off of that one. I think I've heard a song off.
Oh,
well,
well, you're also what, 5 years older?
Yeah,
than me?
5 years older than you guys. So you were talking about that time frame, 2004 to 2009. Well, 2 years of that was when I was on my mission.
Oh no!
Right in the middle of
You
2005,
can listen to any of that. Oh man.
Yep. So
Yeah.
but it was right in the middle. So I got the stuff leading up to that, and then right afterwards. So yeah.
Do you at least know about the 2 songs that Nickelback did a test with? Because
Which
you explain it the
songs?
best.
So Nickelback released Someday and How You Remind Me.
Yes.
Now, a lot of people give them a lot of flack for that because they sound very similar. If you go on YouTube and look for the mashups, they'll play the first verse of one, the chorus of the second, into the first verse of the second, into the chorus of the first, and no one says it.
Because the style's the same.
Yeah, and so...
Is that really why people hate them?
I don't think that's the whole reason. I'll get to that in a second, but to fully understand...
He's just over there, he's got a smirk.
To fully understand why they are so similar is they wrote those songs based on trends. They looked at the top 10 tracks for the last 2 years and took that information and wrote songs based on that. Topic, tone, key, what's the tempo, all of that went into those 2 songs. And that's why, A, everybody knows them, and B, why they sound so similar.
Because they were on every hour on 97.1 CHT.
That too.
And X96 and everything else.
94.9.
When that first came out, I heard a statistic that in this valley, it was on the radio once every 5 minutes.
Holy crap. What?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the same way with Radioactive by
Imagine Dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate that song.
Oh, I hate the band. Okay,
They were overplayed. Way overplayed.
I think they're another band in that category of I should like them.
But I don't.
I don't. I just don't.
No.
I tried.
But I do like what Leo Maracchioli has done with all those songs.
Oh my gosh.
Do you know Leo Maracchioli? Yes. Okay.
The metal covers of stuff.
Yeah, he does such a good job. Again, that's Leo Maracchioli.
Sponsor us, please. Frog Leaf Studios.
Oh man, I would.
Oh boy.
Oh.
The biggest problem is they're in Norway.
I would do more for that than I would for a Klondike bar.
Call back! I think the other thing about Nickelback, and we'll put that to bed, is that they're hard to peg down because they have a very country-esque sound.
I was gonna say that too. That they have a very country rock sound.
And people love to hate on country.
Yes, they do. Country, you either love it or you hate it. But last thing about it is Five Finger Death Punch did one, Black on Blue.
Oh yeah.
But that
No.
Black on Blue.
Blue on Black.
Blue on Black.
Oh yeah.
Blue on Black.
It was fantastic.
Very good.
I thought that was good. They did a good job. So Nickelback, you're now going to bed.
So then, what else is there that we should like but don't? Is there anything else you guys can think of?
For you, can I say it?
Sure.
Metallica.
Okay, as another band, yeah, I'll admit it. I can't get into Metallica.
Oh.
That was the band I thought you were originally talking about.
No.
I knew it wasn't going to be that because I know why he does it, and it's because he feels like the drummer doesn't hold himself to his potential.
It's that, and I don't get what the hype is about. That's my biggest thing. Yes, Lars
Garage band.
I can't get it. I can't get behind it because Metallica is the greatest thing to hit metal. Really? Are you sure?
I don't think they're the greatest. I think they really made a good impact. But I think AC/DC made a bigger impact.
And see, I can respect both of those, but I won't listen to AC/DC
You don't know
either.
AC/DC is,
Of course. Please, I'm closer to AC/DC than you are.
But yeah, the one that brought the whole topic up was Shinedown. I can't listen to Shinedown.
Oh,
You know
I
what?
love Shinedown.
Yeah, see, exactly.
I've got a couple of their albums.
And like I'll hear a couple of songs and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is great. Is Shinedown? Well, that doesn't sound like them. And I'll try them again. I'll say, okay, Shinedown on Spotify, shuffle. I don't want to listen to this. It was garbage. It was so bad.
That's how I felt about Saving Abel.
Okay, I can't get into them either.
No,
I only know one song. Addicted?
Yeah.
Yes. See, I saw them live once. I invited a girl from work. We went up to the state capitol. They were playing, I think, at Liberty Park. They were just doing a giant festival there to raise money. And there was Candlestick Red and Saving Abel. And I was like, that was the last time I listened to them. I was like, wow, you guys sound like, in my opinion, I was like, you guys don't sound better live. Now, I will say, Styx sounds way better live.
Ooh, that's what I've heard as well.
And I knew that they weren't playing off a recording, because you can usually tell when somebody's faking it. No, it was fantastic.
My parents have gone to see Styx a couple times.
Yeah,
and they love it.
Next year, September 2021, they're going to go to the Utah State Fair.
Ooh.
Weird. They're going to go to the State Fair, but they're going to go with REO Speedwagon, which my wife actually thought was Rio Speedwagon. But
wait, our state fair is getting REO Speedwagon and Styx?
according to my wife, it's Rio Speedwagon.
Give her
Yes.
yes. Gonna be.
But yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Assuming it's open.
I'm hoping COVID's done by then, but yeah, I would love to go that because I personally, I think I should have been born in the 60s, so I could have been a teenager in the 70s.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I probably would have had a mullet, and I definitely would not have joined the church.
Yeah, well, then I'm glad that you're where you are now, because then I know you. See,
That's true.
You would have known me still.
no, I don't think I would.
Motley Crue. But oh man, so music's a big. It's its own language.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're a lot closer, but we have similar tastes.
Yeah.
What's your go-to? Who's your go-to band?
I was literally just thinking, what's your favorite band?
My favorite band, I actually talked to you about it, or one of you about it a while ago. It's actually a band that most people haven't heard of, but Volbeat.
Oh, no,
yeah.
I do know that. Volbeat. They're Danish.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then, close second and third would be like Breaking Benjamin and Avenged Sevenfold, even though
Okay.
others
See,
don't.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
Breaking Benjamin is, I have to be in the mood for him, and I didn't know this, which brought more respect out of me.
Okay.
That the singer is also the rhythm guitarist, so he's also singing and doing that.
Yeah.
I cannot sing while I'm playing guitar. I have to focus too hard, which is funny because I can scream, like heavy metal scream. You've heard it. I do fantastic.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
But you can't do it.
I cannot do it while playing guitar. Like, JuPodRe asked me a question, I was like,
Do you want to?
what I was saying is I have so much more respect for bands like that pull on more than one role.
Mhm.
The guy from the bands you hate so much, you just can't hear his voice.
Oh, Rush.
No, it was the other
You
one.
hate Rush?
Can't do it, dude. The voice.
Def Leppard. Def Leppard. Their drummer lost his arm in a Corvette accident, and he was going to quit. No, you got to stay.
So it's not the voice. I can't understand the words.
Oh, okay, that's the one you couldn't understand.
Okay.
But which is funny
That's understandable.
because I love Rush.
Okay, hold on. You said that's understandable after I said I can't understand the words. Was that on purpose?
No, but
Okay.
Are you the
wish
same
it
way?
would've. Huh?
Are you the same way?
There's a lot of their stuff that I'm just like, what is he saying?
See, it's because I had a big Def Leppard phase. I did.
And that's great. And I'm glad
It's
you
just
like
it's
them.
just funny because like I can respect anybody's taste in music because to me it's a personal language.
Yeah, and I will never rag on someone. I actually called my cousin out on this. We were talking about Kellen Quinn, the lead vocalist for Sleeping with Sirens.
Yes. Yeah.
And
Okay. I did know that.
And he's like, dude, who likes them? He sounds like a female. I said, "Okay."
That's the whole point of that genre. It's
Okay,
a
but-
higher. Go ahead.
But listen to this. Which one of you, whether you or him, is earning millions of dollars traveling the country playing music?
It's so.
This is exactly like when we went to that concert and the opening band was
Oh my gosh!
terrible.
Can't swim.
Can't
But-
swim.
But who was it? I think it was you who said yes, but he's up there doing what he loves and getting paid for it.
Yeah, we both said that.
It's
But
that's better than...
to give him credit, we did go on to YouTube and watch them, and it sounds like, what did I say it was? Offspring mixes with Beastie Boys? Is that what I said?
I don't remember.
Did it sound better, like, recorded than it did
No,
live?
it did not. It was about the same.
Okay.
Good job for them going up, but for that concert, Beartooth, I Prevail, and A Day to Remember, fantastic. And A Day to Remember, it's always a day to remember.
Yeah.
Wonderful show.
Yeah,
it was
they're
a great
great. And never fail, always the toilet paper.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
It sounded like somebody just died.
No one else on the recording
That's
heard
my-
it, but we
I
did.
know, I was like, are we supposed to ignore that?
Typically, we try. You're haunted, man. You got a banshee that's trying to break in and kill everybody.
Okay, that's a funny story. Because I actually have started to scare my kid when we go hiking, because he'll slow down. I'm like, better start running. We got tree banshees in here. And he's just like, what?
Does he know what a tree banshee is?
There's no such thing as a tree banshee.
That's what I'm saying. Does he know that?
He knows it's something that's going to get him if you don't walk faster. You do that with your kids too sometimes?
So there is a show that my kids watch right now where in one of the episodes the dad says to the kids while they're walking through the woods, they're like, oh yeah, you got to watch out for the things that drop down from the trees and pick you up and steal you. And they're like, really? He's like, ha ha ha, no. But seriously, watch out for snakes. Just keep walking. And I'm like, that is my humor. That is how I am with my kids.
We were walking, I was just, and I was just like, Monkey, you gotta go faster. And he, no, I'm like, that tree banshee's gonna get you. And like, I wrestle some. You're like, I was like, the tree banshee's gonna get you, yeah. But going back to it. Okay, so to end it before we move on to the next segment, favorite band. You said Volbeat.
Yes.
For me, right now, I've been Devil Wears Prada.
Oh, yeah, you're still on that one.
I'm still on the Devil Wears Prada.
Okay.
Love them so much. And
I can't pick between two for what I think are good reasons.
shall we vote on this?
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure we all know one of them.
Okay.
A Day to Remember.
That's one.
Yeah.
And the second one, you've really been into... God, we might as well be a gay couple. I would have to say, lately you've been into...
It's not a lately band.
Oh, really?
No.
Rise Against.
No.
No?
No, they were top 3 for a long time for
I
me.
remember you also really got into that because your mom was like, no.
Yeah, I remember we were at a Target and my dad was like, what are you listening to? I said, Rise Against. And he's like, Rise Against what? I was like, The Norm. He's like,
You said that?
I did.
You didn't go, what, you don't know?
No, I did not. But he looked at me and said, put your hand down. Being not normal is weird. And I was like, oh gosh, okay. And so that didn't sway my opinion, but that is what they thought. It's Lost Prophets.
Oh, you know what? That would have
okay.
been my next guess.
That's a good one. I remember you
I would have said that because I remember you said that your mom had a big time with you not listening to them either.
The biggest thing is the Start Something album was my introduction to music that wasn't religious or comedy. 100%.
That was your first album?
The first one.
Wow.
Really?
And I got it in 2004.
Oh, so that was like your all music.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I see.
Yeah.
Toxicity by System of a Down.
There you go.
My first actual album my parents didn't force me to listen to.
All right, so like I didn't even go and get it at that point. A friend said, "Here, listen to this." And he stuck it in my
That's
ear.
what my buddy did. He's like, he just threw I got a new MP3 player, so I was like, I'm gonna start getting my own music. Threw it in, put some music on. That was the first album I listened to. Cigarro, first song.
There you go. It was "We Still Kill the Old Way." It has this wonderful hook, and it just I was like, "What is this?" And then it goes, "Go!" And I'm like, "What is this?"
And why do I feel like a food run needs to happen with this music right now?
And from that, the album changed my life.
Yeah,
It's full of anthems and
isn't that the name of another album of theirs?
No, Liberation Transmission is the subtitle to the title of their third.
Anthem was
that Rise Against?
Was that
Anthem?
Mm-mm.
Okay, somebody did that. Okay, moving on.
Yeah,
Good Charlotte.
Those are the two.
I didn't know. I had a hard time with Good Charlotte. Oh, that started so many people into their emo phase.
Right. But then, Bleen, your favorite.
Lately, it's been Breaking Benjamin, thanks to their last album that they came out with.
Aurora.
Yes.
I need to listen to it. I've only heard like
they
one.
put in that.
Okay.
Yeah, they almost acoustic some of their other songs, and they bring on guests from other bands. So like they do Dear Agony with Lacey Sturm. Oh my gosh, I get goosebumps just thinking about the chorus harmonies. It's amazing.
Because I have to be in the mood for Breaking Benjamin. I'm not getting the same feelings. I'm just like,
yeah, and that's fine.
I have to be in the mood. But anyway, okay, what the F? You ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Okay.
I am ready.
Today's episode is brought to you by Virtual Performance. Via the internet, they provide personal fitness training, meal planning, and coaching.
Which is important for staying healthy. Virtual Performance will not only help develop your physical strength and endurance, but also your mental fortitude. This will improve your life and your gaming skills.
Even the professional gamers have training regimens. That means the rest of us need one too if we're going to get as good as they are. So, find Virtual Performance online at trainingvp.com, on social media at TheTrainingVP on both Twitter and Instagram, or send them an email, info@trainingvp.com.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go over last week's nominations. If my computer will wake up.
We had 4 nominations last week, I want to remind everybody. So if you also have a story that you want featured on What the F, send us an email, JuPodRe@outlook.com, message us on Twitter, any of us in DMs, or whatever other way you can get a hold of us.
Okay, so last week we had Pull It Off, Horizon Zero... Are you kidding me? And Groping Grapes. Last week it was Horizon Zero...
Yay!
So clean. For 2 weeks in a row.
Congratulations.
Who goes first?
Well, I'll let our guest decide.
Oh, you putz.
Defer it.
I'm
I
kidding.
like
Oh,
that.
I get to
I'm kidding.
choose?
You get to choose who goes first. You can go
Okay,
first or
I'm
choose.
actually going to go first because the whole drive over here, I'm racking my brain. I'm like, okay, I'm going to be special guest. I need to have a What the F.
Mhm.
Yes,
And so I'm struggling, and finally I remember. Okay, so I've got 2 boys, a 7-year-old and how old is he now? I should know this.
Is he 7?
Yeah, he's turning 8.
What?
Yeah.
All right.
I won't say names. 7 and let's say 4. Yes, he's 4.
Is this where I can finally go, damn it,
So I've been playing a lot of games with the 4-year-old now, and he's starting to get into some games. So they're games that we wouldn't typically play, but they're kid-friendly games. And one of the games, it's surprisingly new. I mean, it's an Xbox One game.
Uh-huh.
And as we're playing it, there's an intro video at the very beginning. Can't skip it.
Oh.
Okay? And I'm like, okay, whatever. Come back to play it a few days later. That non-skippable intro video is on every time you load the freaking game.
Oh my god.
Yes. It's like, hello and welcome to the world of blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh my.
What the F?
What the F?
That's how. Do you remember when you used to load up a video game, like for example, the Nintendo GameCube, and you had to wait for the? You're just like, just let me play Melee already.
Yeah, because it was the only game to play.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! All right.
So
Okay.
unskippable cutscene every time you play the game.
What do you want to call that?
Unskippable?
Unskippable?
Okay.
Lean, you approve?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that a lot.
How do you spell unskippable? I guess we're just gonna do this.
I don't think it matters too much. People will know what it is.
Better than. Never mind.
Yeah, better than not knowing how to spell groping?
No, I was going to. That was a joke. No, I was going to say it's better than Dan Cummins, who can't even say Uinta.
Oh no, I haven't listened to that episode today.
No. Okay.
I was out of town. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, whatever. I'll listen to it later. Okay. And who would you like to go next?
Next up, Bleak.
Okay,
Blinkster?
so I was driving home from work today trying to figure out what I was going to use.
Wow. Do you have an Xbox One game that?
I probably do, but that's
Okay.
not it.
Okay.
So I have a motorcycle and I drive home from work on it all the time. And until today, it's been cool enough that the breeze when I'm driving feels cooler, and it's it's an acceptable temperature. Today, oh my goodness, I felt like a heater was blowing on me. And I was just like...
That's everyday work.
So, to perspective, the last couple of weeks it's been in the high 80s to mid 90s. It was 107 today.
Yes.
Which is probably what changed it.
And so I'm just like, it is too hot.
So you want to name it? Too hot?
Yeah.
Too hot? Okay. Okay, Mr. College Professor, is that T-O-O or T-O?
T-O-O.
T-W-O.
We're doing it.
It's the second one. I'm okay with this.
We're just going to do that. Okay.
Albatross.
Okay, so this week I have to nominate myself.
Uh-oh.
You were part of this last week. So, everybody just has a day where you're just not in the mood to be messed with.
Aha.
See, look at it. Just, aha.
Bing. I know
Yeah,
exactly
so
what
I
it's
was at work and I was messing with something. I had a requester piss me off again. And we had a meeting and so I was like, okay, I'm just going to go to a meeting. I'll just come back to this later. But the requester wasn't respecting that. I was like, well, you're not answering me. I've got to go to a meeting. So I just left. And I get there and I got a coworker that he likes to joke around with me, and I joke back. His jokes are pretty funny. They're innocent, and he's all around. He's a great guy. He really is. This is all on 98% on me. 1% the mask, 1% him. But he says something fun, lippy to me as I'm walking past him because I gotta go past him to get to my desk, and I was like, I don't think he heard me, but because of the mask, I was like, hey, I'm not in the mood today. So that's why I say 1% the mask. I don't think he heard me through the mask. But then he kept going off on the joke, and I asked him to stop nicely twice, and then I just lost it because I was already not happy. So I started cussing him, telling him to stop. And our meeting was started, and a couple people didn't have their mics down, and you could hear us across my team just saying the F word, telling him to stop, knock it off. He's not stopping. He's egging me on because he's entertained by this. And finally goes,
Does he know the mics are on?
yeah. We all did. My boss is in the room next to us. As I'm not a quiet person. I'm not.
What?
No, I'm very loud naturally. So you can very well hear me. And he's just like, I can't tell if you're joking. So I ripped my mask off. I was like, I'm not joking. Okay, it's done. I told you twice. I'm done. And I just went off. And he starts going at me too, like, because he's enjoying this. That's how our relationship is. Because people know at work, you can mess with me. I'm not going to report you because I'm not that guy. Yeah. I'm not. No. JuPodRe pipes in and says, both you knock it off. I'm already in a bad mood, and so he knows that I know where he was coming from. I knew where you were coming from.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, stay out of it! And I yelled it at him, just butt out! And everybody's just like,
do you remember my response?
I don't remember, actually.
I'm in the room, so I'm already involved.
Yeah, and he was actually in between us because I was getting heated. Because I was just like, so the joke was, he kept making fun of me that I had the Hitler haircut. And I'm like, I don't have a Hitler haircut. It's just a haircut. It's the mustache. It's sort of, and to me, personally, that joke early is dead. I'm like, I'm done with that joke. Please stop calling me a Nazi. But normally, he would pick up on that, but he just didn't, and he was egging me on. He apologized later, said, dude, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to push your button, and I'm like, we're good, just please stop. And he stopped. But I was on a meeting when we did that, and my boss doesn't talk to me, because I just left. I went and did my own thing the rest of the day, because I was like, I'm done. But he pulled my coworker aside. My coworker told me this like 2 days later, because he was letting me cool down. And he's like, so yeah, boss actually asked me, hey, do I need to pull somebody aside and talk to you? He goes, nope. We're like a family here. Him and I talked about it. We're good. Everything's fine. And I'm fine. Like, we're good. Because that's who I am. But I have to nominate myself because I literally went off the ball. And so, yes, it was both our faults, but I am nominating myself this week.
That's very big of you.
Yeah, because I should have handled that more. But he really should have stopped when I said stop.
You're right. He should have stopped.
Again, he's a great guy. He's a good asset to the team. Normally, I could take a joke a lot better, but I already wasn't in a joking mood. So, Lean, what do I name that one? You're the one that has the bad coworkers.
Albatross. Alvatross the powder cake.
I was wanting to try and put a Nazi joke in there, but that might be too far. I like the powder keg.
I don't
idea.
like the Nazi joke. I really don't.
Right. Which
I really
is
don't. I had a conversation. I was like, yeah, dude, like, it was funny the first time when you're just being funny about it. I laughed, you laughed, but you're dragging it on too far, and now I'm like, dude, I am not a Nazi. Please stop.
I like the powder keg then, if you're okay with it. I think that was
Albatross the powder keg. Or did you say cake? Or did you say cake?
Cake.
the powder
Powder
cake.
cake.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Powder cake.
Is powder cake a thing?
I mean, powdered sugar goes into cakes, doesn't it?
Yeah. Okay.
All sorts of powders and baking powder, baking sodas. I don't know.
Okay, I got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Ooh,
It's 26, right?
25.
Oh, man.
With 25
Even
characters.
better. Okay.
Juhadre.
Pick number 1 or number 2.
You're the
2.
guest.
2. Okay. After something, I can't remember what, I was driving home. I was hungry because I hadn't eaten dinner. And I decided I needed just a little bit of something. It was going into the weekend, and so I saw the Del Taco. I was like, all right, you know what? Let's just pull in there. So I pull in there, not realizing it was closer. I didn't want to drive another mile north. When anyway, it's 9 o'clock at night, and there are 5 people already in the line. First of all,
Yeah, that happens all the time to me at Wendy's.
Wendy's,
Go
not
ahead.
Del Taco. And like I don't typically
Okay, fine. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
and I don't typically go out that late. So that was weird.
Yeah.
So when I finally get up there, I give my order, and I finish my order, and the line doesn't move. So I'm just sitting there in front of the microphone, and I'm like, hey, are you still there? I'm sorry, sir, what did you need? Oh, nothing. I'm just being weird and bored because I can't move. What was that, sir? Do you need something else? No, I'm just being a weirdo because I am. Figured I'd talk to you while I can't move. He's like, I'm sorry, I didn't get that. I was like, just never mind.
Oh
Okay,
my gosh.
I can't move, so I'm talking to you. It doesn't matter. We're done. And he's like, okay, thank you, sir. Okay.
I bet you. Go ahead.
After that, we finally move, and I get up to the window, and I look behind me, and the 3 cars that were behind me aren't there. Yeah. I finished my order. I know that the other people finished their order because they were coming up behind me. But when I got to the window, there was no one behind me.
But they ordered.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, did you hear them make an order too?
Yeah.
And like he said, okay, pull it to the window.
I didn't hear that part, but I saw them roll the window, talk, and then sit back. They were done. But when I got to the window to pay for my food, they did not turn the corner.
See, now I'm confused. Like,
How's that possible?
I don't know.
Because I know that drive-through, and there's no way to get out of it.
No, there isn't,
Once you're in
especially
it.
when there were 3 people behind them. Like, there is no fathomable way for them to have
the Del
disappeared.
Taco off of 78th?
Yeah, the new one right by the discount tire in the
Yeah,
alignment.
yeah.
Yeah, that one.
I know the one. What?
There's
Yeah,
no way
they were
out.
gone.
Can we call this one aliens?
Well, I had to go around the corner, so maybe they just weren't coming around the corner. But still, they weren't there. And they weren't there when I drove away.
Wait, first we had Juhadre's naivety. Now we got... He really is going omnipotent.
Omnipotent?
That's not the word I was
No.
looking for.
But yeah, they disappeared. First, why the heck are there 9 people in the line at 9 o'clock? Yeah,
What-
that's probably it.
Was it Tuesday?
I'm pretty sure it was Friday,
Okay.
but
Is it not even Taco Tuesday?
no.
Oh, man.
But yeah, then when I turned the corner, they just disappeared. And they weren't there. And like I told the guy, I was like, what happened to the people behind me? He's like, what do you mean? There were people behind me. They ordered. Where are they? He's like, oh, I don't know, man. I was like, I need to leave. And I left.
Did you still eat your food?
Of course I ate my food. I was hungry.
This might be haunted. Would you still eat a haunted taco?
Please. There is no haunting to a taco that I would not eat.
Okay, fine.
So, yeah, that's my... What the F happened? That whole experience at the Del Taco was like, what? It was weird.
That would freak
weird.
me out.
Yeah.
Bleen?
Freaked me
How
out.
do you feel about
Good.
that? Oh, fine. What do you want to call that?
I think the haunted taco sounds pretty good.
The haunted taco.
Bleen, do you approve of this?
Sure.
Okay.
When did we need Blaine's approval for
I feel like I've been doing that for a while, to be honest.
I mean, you
Every
did
once in a while, but not this often.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it is new. So if
The
that's what we're
haunted taco. I'm gonna be honest. My wife sounds really angry out there, but I know it's just because that's how doing the dishes sounds.
Yeah.
That sounds really bad. They're like, my wife's doing the dishes.
Then let's do a quick run back, do some announcements, and get out.
Okay, so we have Unskippable, Too Hot with the number 2 spelled out, Alvatross the Powder Keg, and the Haunted Taco.
All right, that poll will go up after this episode airs. Don't forget to vote on Twitter. You can send us all messages, or you can vote on YouTube. Any way you can get the vote to us, do it. Please try and do that before Wednesday so that we can get all of the numbers and have a better count for next week.
Yes, yeah. And that'll take us out of What the F.
Today's What the F moment was brought to you by Soesic Clothing. Soesic Clothing provides shirts, hoodies, hats, accessories, and even game codes. Cheaper than you can find them elsewhere at times. You can even customize the clothing with your gamer tag if you so desire. And the best part is, you can use code JuPodRe to get 15% off. That's right, 15% off. Use code JuPodRe, JuPodRe, at soesicclothing.co.
Moving into announcements now. DMAC, do you have any announcements?
I do not have any announcements.
Okay. Yeah, so
Did you expect me to?
No.
sometimes.
Okay.
Damn it, G-Mac.
I'll go sit in the
Albatross.
corner.
Albatross?
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Gosh.
Fallout Boy.
Is that Fallout
That's
Boy?
Fallout Boy.
I thought it was a line from Dirty Dancing.
It is a line from Dirty Dancing.
It is, but there's also a song, Nobody Puts Baby in the Corner.
Never got into Fallout Boy.
Anyway, no, I do not have any announcements this week. Blaine.
The only announcements I have is at work, I am working on a project where we are building a silencer.
Oh! Well, suppressor.
It is technically called a suppressor.
Aha.
Yes, you are
Yeah.
correct. High five, Mr. Doesn't Own a Gun.
But I know things.
Yeah.
That's really cool, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's legit.
Can I ask, am I allowed to ask what gun is for?
I do not know.
He's
Many
keeping
guns.
it quiet.
Oh, you're making different kinds.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You missed my joke.
Yeah, totally missed
Yeah, because it's got to be quiet. No, I
No,
heard it.
they're keeping it quiet.
I heard it.
Okay.
I just chose to ignore you.
But DMAC. All right.
Okay.
League of Legends announcements. We went 1-1 last week, which puts us in jeopardy. We are still tied for first, I think.
But
maybe
that's
second.
so good.
Well, it's so good, but it's not good because if we had gone 2-0, we'd be solid first place.
Yeah, but you've never made it this far.
Correct. So now we have 2 more games in the regular season. We need to win both of them, and thereby getting the tiebreaker with first place and or second place. So this week is monumental.
Okay.
It's incredibly stressful.
I'm very proud of your team right now.
So am I. I really am.
Now, may I ask, how is the second team doing?
We have not joined a league because everyone's in either their playoffs or off season.
Okay, so we're getting ready to end.
Yeah, when I get back from my family vacation, we should be starting league second week of September-ish.
Okay.
As well as the other team. By then, Phoenix Rising should be done, and the next one should be starting up. So we will have new announcements for leagues. I'm super excited. If you're a League of Legends coach and you want to coach a Diamond team, please hit me up at JuPodRe.
Do it.
And
That's all I got.
follow at Rated R LLC to get the tweet and see the stream link to make sure that you catch those games. I do shoutcast every single one.
And our Slink link will be up with the description of the episode on Twitter. So if you can't you can email us from there or find us on Twitter from there as well.
And
DMAC, how do they get a hold of you if they want to?
They don't. I hate Twitter.
last thing, games are at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and 10 p.m. Eastern Time. They're different this week. Instead of 8 and 9 or 8 and 10, it's 7 and 10. Don't
This
miss
is
it.
be messed up as everybody's gonna start contacting him.
I know, right? They're gonna follow. They're gonna go on to JuPodRe's
He's just gonna get a bunch of messages. D-Mac.
Well, DMAC, huge thank you for being on the show.
Oh, thanks for having me.
I
Yeah.
loved it.
Do we want to tell them how we got you? Did we say that yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the very beginning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well then, is that good night?
My podlings.
Thanks to everybody who joined us today on JuPodRe. We hope you had a great time, and we hope you join us next week. Don't forget to follow us on social media. On Twitter, we are at JuPodRe, at Juhadre, at Alvatross17, at Bleen with 3 N's, and at Rated R LLC. We also have Instagram. Just look up any of our ats or at JuPodRe. Or hit us up on our Slink link. It's myslink.app/JuPodRe. Don't forget to vote for What the F. We hope to see you next week, my podlings.